Okay, I am finally doing the video on the Milwaukee Bucks. I've been required to do it twice by two different people, and I just never got to it. So I'm going to get to it eventually, and I finally got to it. So we're here to talk about all things Milwaukee Bucks and kind of what they're going to do this upcoming season. So last year, didn't go too well. They kind of got swept by the Heat. I think it was a sweep at least. Yeah, they lost to the 8 seed Miami Heat. That was a huge upset, 8 seed being the 1 seed. And it was all because Giannis got hurt. I think it was game 2. I'm not too sure. I think game 1. No, it was 5 game because I remember Brook Lopez and Chris Middleton did something in game 2. I think so. They lost in 5 games to the Heat. And Giannis, I don't even know what happened. I don't know if he slipped or fell. He fell or something and hurt his back. That's the main thing. He got hurt, and ever since he got hurt, it's like the Bucks could not function without Giannis on offense. And apparently he's still recovering from it, because I saw something the other day while scrolling on Facebook that said he's not going to play for Team Greece in the Basketball World Cup, whatever it's called, because he's not medically cleared or something like that. So I don't know if that's not medically cleared for stuff that's not NBA or not recovered completely for all types of basketball-related activity. But this team is a championship team. Okay, they won 2 years ago when they beat the Suns in the finals. And honestly, they just have a bunch of old veterans, and they brought back the guy they were supposed to bring back in the offseason. So they brought back Brook Lopez on a 2-year, $48 million contract. They brought back Chris Middleton on a 3-year, $102 million contract. It just seemed kind of right that they're both still there. I mean, there was some rumors that they might have left, but I wouldn't have seen it happening. I even predicted, I think, Chris Middleton to the Kings, or the Rockets. One of those two would make it very... I think I said the Kings. Okay, but that'd be very interesting seeing De'Aaron Fox and Chris Middleton. But that was just for, something exciting to happen. But no, he's still at the Bucks. But like I said, they're all kind of aging. Giannis is turning 29 in December. Brook Lopez is 35. Chris Middleton is 32. They have Malik Beasley, who's been around. They have Robin Lopez for some reason. They have Giannis' younger brother, but I can't pronounce his name. They have Malik Beasley on the roster. They still have Pat Connaughton. They have Jay Crowder. They have Bobby Portis and Grayson Allen. They also drafted, what's his name? Chris Livingston with the 58th overall pick. I don't know nothing about him. I just did my research for this. I know they drafted some guy named Chris Livingston with the 58th overall pick. So there you go. Do with that information as you will. Now watch him go out and be amazing. And I have no clue who he is. But this Bucks team, if they can all stay healthy, this is going to be a really good team. Probably they're already playoff bound. But hopefully they can make it out of the first round. But they always seem to do this thing where they play great in the regular season, right? But then they get to the playoff, and Mike Bootyhoser, or whatever, because they have a new coach. What's his name? Adrian Griffin or something? I think that's the new coach, because they fired Bootyhoser. That's too funny. But Mike Bootyhoser, they fired him because the Bucks just could not perform in the playoffs. Getting losing in 5 games to the Heat. And then I think they lost to the Heat in the previous postseason. I think they lost to the Celtics one year. They just always do great in the regular season, but they just flounder in the playoffs. So hopefully that can change. And as long as you have Giannis, you're gonna be a pretty good team, because he have an extension coming up in September, and I see him being a Buck for life. So I don't see that being any kind of problem. So that's kind of my general thoughts on Milwaukee Bucks and how they're going to do this. And they're going to do great. About this in-season tournament thing, I don't know if they're going to win that. That's a whole wild card thing. Maybe they'll win it. I have no freaking clue.